we're back here on Inside the Ropes, and I'm joined by the Sheenom that is Ember Moon. I mean, the Sheenom. I feel that should be the motion that everyone has to do.
Everyone just bows in my presence. Yes.
Talk to us about your debut on Monday Night Raw. How soon before then did you know, and what was the experience like?
It was crazy. It's almost like a blur because WrestleMania week, though we do a lot of charity and stuff for most of our big weekends, think of like all the charity that we've been doing this week but crammed into like 3 days. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing appearance after appearance after appearance, going to school after school after school, doing this. And I remember just getting to TakeOver and I was just like, all right, guys, we're going to do it. You know, TakeOver was over. We had a meeting and Triple H finished his Facebook live stream. And they told everyone to wait after, and we're there till it's probably 1 a.m. And, you know, coming off of appearance and media and stuff like that, there's no sleep happening. There is no sleep happening whatsoever, you know. And I just remember them pulling me into a room, and it was Sarah Amato, Matt Bloom, and Triple H, and they said, hey, we really got to talk to you about something. I'm like, oh man, I'm in trouble. What did I do? Is this it? Is this the thank you, have a great life, see you next year speech? And I just remember all of them being in the room and they were all stone-faced and I was just like a little kid in that moment, like it's mom, pop, and grandpa, and it was just crazy. And I don't know what I thought that they were going to say, but like I just remember Triple H goes, yeah, we really, you know, thank you for all your work here. We really appreciate you and, you know, and everything that you've done here at NXT, but you're going to Monday Night Raw. And I was like, and I just remember, like, there was no composure left in me, and I just kind of, like, dropped down and started crying, and I look up, and there's a camera in my face, and I go, why are there always cameras? And I'm, like, crying and snotting, and they go, this is your life now. And I was like, okay, and I just, like, wanted to leave. I know I was, like, in the presence of, like, you know, my wrestling parents at this time, and, like I was like, why'd you have to ruin this great moment with a camera? So it is on camera.
Good.
And it is on camera that I have said that, so.
We look forward to that on a 24 special.
Oh gosh, it's probably coming soon. But, you know, the most awesome thing I'll say about NXT is that it's so pure there. And it's kind of like the birthplace of what you see now. Like, think of all the superstars that you guys love now. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, they all started at NXT. Sasha, Bayley, Charlotte, you know. Like, it's so amazing what NXT is doing and providing such a platform to be skyrocketed to. Mm-hmm. For when we come to Raw and SmackDown. So, like, I'm immensely thankful for everyone there.
Now, you have a banger of a theme tune. Did you get any say in that, or was it just kind of like, how did that happen?
So, this is probably one of my favorite stories, and, like, I don't ever really think that I've ever told anyone, like, on camera. Okay. My theme song was Stephanie McMahon's idea.
Okay.
And I didn't find this out until after, my debut at Brooklyn. Triple H pulled me over to the side at SummerSlam, and he goes, hey, you like your song and everything? I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, Stephanie just wanted there to be like this rock and roll edge thing, and like, you know, I just want to make sure you like it. And I was like, I love it. Like, I love it even more now, you know? I mean, I had a little bit of say in, like, the voice and the, like, I think me and Triple H and Stephanie, we were all on the same page about, like, how edgy we wanted it to be. Because I didn't want something that sounded feminine. Uh-huh. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I'm, like, a big Fallout and Panic at the Disco fan. I wanted something that sounded different and funky and, like, just had a little edge and a little rage in there. And, like, it was pretty awesome to just be a part of that musical journey from, like, Cut One, and Leslie Roy, who actually sings the song, she did an amazing job just, like, going off of feedback and everything like that as well. It was awesome.
And you've been on Raw now. You made the debut the night after WrestleMania. I was there, jumping up and down, as I think everybody was. Was the moment what you wanted it to be?
Considering I didn't know that the moment was really happening until I walked in the building that day. They just, you know, Triple H and them had told me, yeah, you're getting drafted to Raw. That was all. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to watch the show. And then, like, someone comes up there and go, why are you in your dress? You know, you're in the first segment. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, and I'm like, yeah, you're wrestling tonight. And I was like, you know, and like it was just, I don't know, I still get like goosebumps about it now. It's just, I remember just, there's a lot of things I remember, but I'll remember that for the rest of my life. But my favorite thing had to be when Nia said my name. I was in the backstage position, and the room that we were in was physically shaking as my music hit, and I was like, oh my God, they like me enough for this. they like me enough for this, and I just like I even like shuddered a little bit backstage because I was so happy, and like that was like the first time I'd really just let happiness take me over, because anytime you guys see me, I'm all business, I'm just super intense, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna kick butt, and I just enjoyed it so much. I had a big smile on my face, and it was just like, all right, you know, it's
I wish you'd walked out like that. That would have been...
That's probably how I was walking backstage, you know, but like that was like just the childhood dream that I had always wanted, and like I accomplished it that night. So that was the little kid Ember that you guys saw out there that night. Just like there was nothing that could go wrong, or nothing could have gone wrong that night. Like it was just amazing.
Now, you know, at the start of the interview I'd said, you know, we've maybe not seen the feature program from you yet on Raw that we're building to, I'm assuming, but like Ronda Rousey, someone you've got to work with in some kind of multi-women tags and stuff like that. She made the jump from MMA, such a huge name in entertainment and martial arts. What's it been like working with Ronda so far, and how is she handling, do you think, being in WWE, and sort of like, because it's a different beast in some ways, because I think she'd said in an interview, it's weird that the girls work together here.
I've never done MMA, so like I can only give you kind of my analysis. Like Ronda comes in and she works really hard, and she wants to be the best, and to be quite frankly honest, like if like she's Ronda Rousey, she's the baddest woman on the planet. That's all that needs to be said, you know. It is different because we do work together. We're frenemies, as I like to call it, you know. Like we're all vying for each other's, you know, the attention of the WWE universe, but at the end of the day, we can't do that without the other person in the ring. But like I said, Ronda has been like one of my favorite people to join the roster, and not only has she skyrocketed the women's division on a global scale with ESPN and all of these different like corporations that are now looking at WWE, that are now looking at what Ronda is doing here, like that's also giving us a platform as well. And Ronda is such a huge advocate of women and in women's empowerment. Like it's amazing. Like she's like I said, she's one of my favorite people, and she works hard, and she really does deserve everything that she has gotten so far, and she's earned that. She trains more than most people, I can tell you that, but she's a phenomenal commodity to have on our roster, not just for women, but Raw and WWE. We got a lot of outside eyes looking in now because of her.
But you do want to kick her butt one day, right?
If I get the opportunity and I could hit her from behind maybe, you know, and run, and then trip her and then run, like I'd totally do that. Like if it was a 24/7 situation where I'm like, hey Ronda, like when are you going to bed? And then like I get a chair. You know, Ronda is a badass woman. I will say it, you know. She's phenomenal. I've actually rolled around with her. I've trained with her, you know. She's good. She's good at what she does, and she's Ronda Rousey for a reason, you know.
Well, you're very good too, Ember. Thank you very much for taking the time with us.
Thank you guys.